Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Love you guys. My name is Liz, and if you're new here, I do all kinds of creative things. So welcome. And today I'm going to work in my trash journal, and I have been watching a couple other people. One of them is Lynn at A Bit of Bird Song. So hi Lynn. And she's doing some pretty cool trashy journal stuff of her own. Picked up a couple ideas. I brought out a bunch of stuff that I would love to fill into this book. So I made some washi tapes, made some out of papers, and these are all papers. Then I made one out of fabric scraps. And I brought out my word container. I brought out some stamping stuff. I brought out these fun glitter paints. I just forget to use these. And these are actually Jubilees. And I didn't buy these. And they've just been sitting in down in their apartment and not being used. So I'm going to use them in this book. So why not? And some stamping and just fun things. And I'm going to show you a little bit of what I've already done in here as far as tags and things, because that's the stage I'm at right now. Decorating the tags, the things that go inside the things, all of the things. And this book is getting chunky. It's a chunky monkey. So I think I left off, was it here last time, I think, when I worked on this book. So put in some fun things. This is my favorite pen. Maybe it was over here. Maybe it was this one. This is the last one that I did. So I did a few tags in here, just using up scraps. And oh yeah, this is the last one I did. Yeah, let's put that back in there. And so just been keeping on working on this, and I want to show you a fun idea too that came to me while I was working on this. Why not make little mushrooms and houses? Because a lot of this packaging is squares and rectangles, and this is from the windows and the doors are from a mailer from our local home improvement store. So hey, thank you for that. But that's so cute. Got a little sticker thing there. Okay. And then that's just a picture of a horse from a magazine of Idaho when we were driving through and on our way back and forth from Oregon. And I took a stamp in some of my distress inks, and I colored this little piece of fabric. That was something I had left over from an apron I made for painting. And then adding some words. I love that idea. That did take me a little while. I had to think it through, but it did. It's very cute. And there's some cardboard on it. It was just fun. What a fun little adventure with those. So I'm going to add a couple things here. I've got set out. Kind of want to do this and add this little tag. It says Happy Earth Day. And the Y looks a little lame, so I'm going to add a little, oh, that doesn't work either. Oh, well, I'm not going to worry about it. Junk journal, right? Junk journal. And so adhesives are kind of key with this. And I'm not making this a pocket because I've got a gazillion pockets. This is just from a calendar leftover piece. And I thought the flowers were pretty, so I just cut those out, and I'm just going to add it to this. And my glue here is an Elmer's Extra Strength glue stick. And I think I'm going to just staple that onto here. Just a little staple on that, easy peasy. And I've got these flower stickers. I may as well use those. I don't like how bumpy they are, so I'll take that piece off and glue this. So what are you working on today? There's always something creative you can do. But I've been running, time has not been as available to me lately for reasons, just for reasons, you know. Oh, and let's not throw away this acetate because let's take off these little bumpy bumps. Oh, that one's not coming up. Because this acetate is pretty cool. You can paint on it, and I'll show you something. Or you can take your Sharpies and draw on them or paint them. So I took my Poscas and I did that, but a Sharpie works too. And I know Sharpies come in colors now. They've got a new lineup of Sharpie pens. So I haven't checked those out yet, but that is just kind of a fun thing to use because you can see through it too. So I'm gonna save that for something else. I don't know what. So I kind of want to put this in here too. And then attaching something like this is a little tricky because you can either use, because glue won't stick to it. So you can use like double-sided tape and put it on the inside, like right here. And then all of a sudden you've got a pocket. You could use washi tape. I think washi tape might work, or just plain staple it in. I think stapling might be the best option for this. Do I want to put it on that side? I want to keep that there though. So I think I'll just staple it. Gotta make sure I'm not going through this other thing. Let's move it over. So yeah, I have been just busy. My craft time in here has been limited and it's been bugging me, but it's nobody's fault really. It's just life. There, 3 little staples. And then I can either use it for a flip or pocket or nothing at all. But I like this little quote. It says, all passion becomes strength when it has an outlet. So is that your creativity? Is it a strength? I love that saying. And I want to say too, I've got a couple quotes I want to put in here. This one here, it's from Jake Dunn of Motivational Monday from Milan Art Institute. I'm on their mailing list and they always have something creative to encourage. And can I just write it straight onto here with a Sharpie? Let's see here. I'll find out which one of these black ones works best. That one works pretty good. Some, they do get old. They do. So I like that. But this one says creativity is, and it's going to be really junky because of the bumpy surface. This is a paper towel. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now I have to make it so it's all going to fit in here because it's quite a bit. Creativity is letting your curiosity run wild, finding ideas, and that's what we do when we start surfing all the other videos, finding ideas, acting on them, and iterating. So, doing it. Not a word I use very often. And iterating until you're proud. And the reason that this guy Jake went looking for this definition is you look it up, and creativity in the dictionary is like one who creates. It's just lame. It's just lame. So Motivational Monday. I like to write on where I find these things too. Who said them? Milan Artist Institute. I'm going to put AI, not as in artificial intelligence, but Art Institute, and then his name, Jake Dunn. I love that. And then let's take a little bit of fun glitter paint. Aha. Okay, this has got to go. So just take a little bit and glitter on it. Oop, got some on there. That's just adorable and fun. Okay, that gives it a little funness. And my wet wipes standing by. Very good, I like it. Okay, and I'm just gonna leave this as a paper clip. Should I decorate the paper clip a little? So this is some fabric that I had, and this is what I'm going to do to this. I've got this silly thing I've had forever, and I already put some words and letters on it, so I'm just going to kind of just add these things. And where's my little, I've got a little bee stamp, or ladybug, and that'll be a fun little thing to put on the paper clip. Who doesn't love ladybugs? Beneficial nematodes. Isn't that fun? I mean, just look at that. Can you see it? It's pretty faint. And the word Thanksgiving on it. And there are ladybugs. Ladybug. Okay. And just give it a tie. Tie one on, eh? There we go. Nothing fancy. So that's fun. And hopefully that'll dry quick here. And I can turn this over, and I did that already, Need to put a tag in here. So I have this, and I thought I'd make some hearts out of this. So I'm gonna grab my big fat Sharpie. And do, how big of a heart can I make out of this? Boom. That's fun. Yeah, this bubble wand was a big hit. And Jubilee got it. What did she get it for? Oh yeah, she was potty training. So she got it because she reached all of her stars. She earned all the stars she was required. And today, at the filming of this video, she is on her first day of preschool, and oh my gosh, she's so excited. So I'm anxious to hear how the whole day went when she gets back. So there's a heart. Love that. And can I write a quote on here? I've got a quote over here too, called, it's also from Jake Dunn, and it says, let me add it with a Posca pen just for it'll stay. Resistance shows up. Is this A-N-C-E? I don't know if it's an E or an A there. Shows up when you're on to something worthwhile. Oh, and I hate it when I run out of room. Take done. I like that. Hope that's dry. And I've got these washi tapes, so let's add a little strip up here. Let's see which one's gonna go best. Ooh, this one's fun. Let's try this. This is just double-sided tape that I added some strips of color to. And I did a little bit of a theme on some of these, or a pattern, I should say. So this one has this pattern. It's painted papers and envelope. So that was a fun little activity. Boy, very zen. Just putting pieces of paper down. Okay, it comes out like that. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, so I did that, and got that. Let me think here. A little love when it's needed. Let's cut this out a little better and add it to this page because I have a heart. I like that. And my glue stick is over here. But I know that I have so many things already here, just kind of making a mess, ready to go. But all the ideas that come about just from all the stuff that I have a blank space here. I've got this too. Let's add this. This is fun. This is another one of those pickup page napkin things. Add that there. Make sure I make it a ruffle. Or just slap it on. Just slap it on and then rip off what's left. A little too much. I don't want to cover up this dark. It's too much. And my chair's got this really weird squeak on it I don't like. And this is just a piece of wrapping paper. So let's see here. Bum bum ba bum bum ba da da da. Got more of this. Should I add blue to this? So I want to mark that I got that quote done. These are a great place to add quotes for art quotes, you know. I don't like that. It's too floppy moppy. Got this piece of paper. And add that to it real quick. Do I leave the fringe on top? Yeah, I was working on my dad's photo album because he was deaf and he went to Wisconsin School of the Deaf in Delavan, Wisconsin. It's not even there anymore. But yeah, he had a photo album and I took all the pages out and I creative memoried that one, you know, because it was not going to last. I'm saying it was not archival, so they were already starting to yellow. So I made it really nice. I like the fringe. Is the fringe going to bug me up there? I think it's kind of cool to have in there. I like the fringe. You know what I'll do is I will take my Distress ink of a color. Let's use this green and just make it fun. Wow, I'm already 20 minutes and I just feel like I haven't done anything. Okay, I made some ephemera the other day. Let me grab that. Some fodder, if you will. This is my fodder folder. And I've got a lot of stuff in here, but I made some the other day. It's a tall piece. Do I have anything taller? I love these little people. Oh, they're so adorable. Let's see, I've got the cutouts of some of them in the back here, like the negatives of some of my older ones. Oh, I kind of like that. Will that work? Can you see that okay? This one, I kind of like that tulip. The tulip is talking to me. I kind of want tulip's it. The tulip is it. All right, let's move these back into here. Negatives are a little hard to work with, I have to say, because they don't stay. And let's restore this back to here. Maybe I can add that too. And then, okay. Where'd my glue go? And then a word of some sort. Personalities. I'll figure out the word later. Yeah, we've got construction still going on behind me in our neighborhood. They are ripping up the road, but they are starting to finish up the tearing up, and they're starting to repair it again. So whatever they were doing, they're nearing the end, because they need to get there, because the end of August here, we're gonna start getting cooler temperatures, rain, and who knows when we get snow, because this is where we're at. In Laramie, we have things that we get weather-wise. All the things. Art journaling. I like that, but it's kind of not really what I'm doing. Gather around all the things. I like that. Boy, these can take on their own lives, can't they? They just kind of become as you work. Oops, come on. Gather around all the things. That's fun. Should we add some glitter? Is this one open? Yeah. Okay, I don't want to put my fingers in there, so I'm going to use a palette knife. And this right here, I think, is a print out of a, oops. Of a paper that I made for everybody. It's a free printout, I think. There, got some glitter on there, and kind of see it. And the other side needs something too. Maybe I'll make a thing out of this. Let's go with, let's turn it backwards and see what I come up with, because that's fun. Let's see, let's go up. Let's give it a leaf there and a leaf there. And a lot of times ephemera doesn't have evenness. It's not symmetrical. So we'll see. Where'd my lid go? There. Cut this out and slap it on. And yeah. Get smaller scissors. And I'm not going to save the negative on this, I don't think. Well, I hope you guys are doing something creative today, finding time to do a little bit of something. I saw somebody say, just draw circles, just even if that's all you can manage in your time today, just get a piece of paper out and one of your favorite pens and just draw circles. Connect them if you want, or just randomly have them all over a page, put them in a line, or put them on a piece of painted paper and just make. If you have no more time than that today, just get out something to create. Anything at all, just to keep the juices flowing, just to keep that momentum going. We don't want to stall. I have a friend who just had knee surgery, and he is a painter. It's my friend Bob, and he has been in so much pain since before the surgery to now. He hasn't painted in over a month, and he said yesterday, I saw him at church, and he finally said he was able to get out his paints for the first time yesterday, and he said it felt so good, but it was like weird because it's like his muscle memory had to come back, you know, and it's like if you don't use it, you lose it. And so yeah, he was really glad to be able to get back into painting again. So, and we're gonna get together. He's an oil painter, and that's something I want to learn more about. I've watched oil painters. I've seen plein air oil painters, you know, guys who go out and paint out and about in the wilderness and the wild, and I'm wondering how they transport, because it's a mess. Hold still. Because oil painting is wet and it's juicy, and it's like, how do you get that home without getting it all over everything in your car? And then if you go out and you do more than one, what do you have, like a rack in your vehicle? So these are questions I'm going to ask Bob when we get to painting oils together. He'll give me good answers. Although I don't know if he plein air oil paints. I know he plein airs acrylics and watercolors. All right, so dry there. There. Oh, that's adorable. All right, you guys, I'm looking at my clock. It is 30 minutes, just about, so I'm gonna end the video. It gets too long, and I understand if you don't have time to create, you pretty much don't have time to watch me create for 30 minutes unless you're gathering information. So let's do a word or something here. Do we got a phrase? Got a lovely clarity, personalities. Lovely personalities. Oh, where's my other, well, what's this strip? That's kind of cool. Let's add that to the base. I think I used this on making my house because it's wood. I have to finish this card and then I'll call it a video. Boy, it just goes to show you can do anything with these things, with these books. Anything at all. All right, friends. That is all I'm going to do with you for today. I hope that it has some ideas that spark your curiosity and your creativity. And just remember, when you have resistance, it's probably because you're onto something worthwhile. Love that. Love that saying. Love that inspiration there. Now it's not fitting. Why is that? There we go. Put the pen down. Okay, so I did that, this. That's all I did? Come on, I did that. Come on, that's all I did. Oh, well. I'm going to keep playing. I hope that you're getting something done. Oh, I put the quotes down. Put that quote there, and put this quote in here. And I stapled that on. Okay, I did a little more than I thought. So, love it. Love you guys. Where's my stamp here? Now, this is just an old stamp that's been in my videos since early on. It just landed there one day. And, yeah, I love you. So, take care, you guys. Be creative, and God bless. Bye-bye.